Bailey Discovery D44. I really like these, so I'm going to try and probably be a little bit harsh on it because I've got to really try and figure out the negatives on this. I really like them. I think they're funky, I think they're cool. I think the phone's ringing. So I'll normally try and be a little bit on the fence and point out good things and bad things, but I'm really going to have to try and point out negatives on this little Bailey because I do really like it. Positives. It's 1206 kilograms for a small, lightweight, fixed 4-berth fixed bed van. I think that is a cracking weight, which that really opens the van up to new people coming in. You've not necessarily got to do a towing license. If your car is under, what would that be, 3.5 ton combined, less 12. So if your car's under 2,290 kilograms maximum weight, you'd be able to tow this without doing an extra license if you passed your test after 97. So a real good thing. I really like this. I think they look a little bit like the Airstreams, this funky look on them. One negative again is they do, I suppose it's not a negative, they do a wrap round awning that goes all the way around the back and it looks brilliant. It looks really good. They're over £1,000, so that's an expensive add-on. Considering these were under £20,000 new, I think that is quite expensive, but it just adds to the funkiness of these little Baileys. I think it does make it look really good. This particular one has got an awning, but it's not got the wrap round awning, and you sort of think, well, if you spent £500 or £600 on an awning, should you just spent the extra for that wraparound awning? I suppose it comes down to budget at the end of the day. So back onto our door side, this is where we plug our 230 volt in. We've got a nice big storage locker underneath of the bed. Again, one key pretty much does all of the lockers on these. So we've got loads of space underneath of that bed, lots and lots of storage. Nice alloy wheels, again for a van under £20,000, having those alloys is nice. Again, trying to keep the weight down. I hate this little locker. I really do not like this little locker because it's a bleeding nightmare to get the gas bottles in and out of. You can put a 6 kilogram bottle in at the back and a little stumpy 3.9 or a 4.5 at the front. And they're just a real faff to get the gas bottles in and out, and you can't help but knocking it about, to be fair. So not a great, but it's a small van. Whether they could have put that in a better position, I don't know. There's not really a lot of room elsewhere, so negative. Locker underneath of this front seat, so again, nice big storage space underneath there, loads of space under there. Again, you can't put a lot in there because it's only 1206 kilograms maximum, so do you need these big lockers? No A-frame cover at the front, but what this allows, you can get a bike rack that goes on here and get about 3 or 4 bike racks, going more like the old, or even some of the new Adria design. And I think Bailey have probably copied Adria on that. You've got your water in, you've got the Truma combi heater, you've obviously got your fridge, wastewater outlets at the back there, and then we've got our cassette toilet. And again, we're back round to this fantastic curve, which I really like. Let's go and get inside and have a look and see what it's like. Let's have a look inside then. Right, let's just drop some power on, some lights. One thing we need to make sure, the radio doesn't come on because we get a copyright strike. So we need to, no, there's no radio. I've not got to worry about that then. I suppose that's a positive. I've not got to worry about that there's not a radio. Would it have hurt them to put a radio in? I think that's a bit of a letdown, to be fair. They should have put a radio in here. I suppose it's not a major job to put them in. So yeah, do you use, let us know in the comments, do you use the radio or do you tend not to? Do you tend to use iPods and all that sort of stuff? Let us know in the comments. Nice big seating area at the front and this lovely great big window, and again you've got the fly screens and blinds on that. I think that these are really funky, and they're going for a younger market, but saying that, older people, I think this is still, it's a very neutrally sort of thing. It's funky, but it's not going to offend you. You don't walk in and feel, oh, that's a bit naff. One thing as well that I really like on this, which I think they've spent the money, and it was definitely worth spending the money. The carpets in these, they're not a cheap crap material. They're a nice luxurious feeling carpet, and these down, we've took them up just because people walk in mud in and out of the van, as you can see there already. But they down are a really nice carpet. I do like the carpet, and when they're down, you sort of walk in and you can really tell the difference with those carpets down. They feel like a lot more luxurious van than a lightweight little Bailey Discovery, which it is. We lose out in the kitchen area a little bit. It's not got huge amounts of space, and I was quite surprised actually that it does, from the outside looking at it, it doesn't look a very big van at all, but inside it feels huge. It feels like it's a really spacious van. But I looked at the statistics, and it's actually 23, I think it's 23.5 feet, which I was really, yeah, 23.5 feet in turn overall from very front to very back. Now you've got quite a long shipping length on that because of that extra long A-frame. 17'9" internal, so I think it was just that 23.5 feet overall. I was quite shocked at, really. It didn't seem as big a van as it is. So let us know. 17.9 internal. I don't know, it's a difficult one as to whether it feels bigger because you've got that A-frame and it's not covered in, or I don't know. Let us know in the comments if you think 17.9 is a small usable space. It definitely doesn't feel it, and I think just the overall design of it makes it feel smaller, which makes it then easier to tow in your head. You've only got 3 gas burner hob rings. So again, do you need 4? It is literally just a combined oven and grill. So, but again, do you use the oven and grill separately? So do you really need that? A nice big storage locker underneath the bottom of there then. And again, you do not get a microwave in these, so no microwave. I suppose if you took one of these shelves out, you could possibly put a microwave. Does it need a microwave? Do you use microwaves? Let us know in the comments again. Plenty of storage, even though we lose a bit around the front. We've got some nice big lockers over the top. And again, I think that these simple plain cupboards are actually quite funky and really suit the design of this van. We've got the little spotlights here. Have we got the USBs? No. You've got one USB on that front one there. Let me just check on the front spotlights whether you've got USBs. You have on that one and not on that one. So again, you've sort of got one at the front, one at the back. You could always upgrade those, I suppose, but if you're spending £20,000 or under £20,000 on a new van, for the extra couple of quid, should they have just put that in? Are they just being a bit tight? I think that they are. Nice lighting throughout, really, and again into the bathroom. Now have a look in that bathroom, because that is a cracking size. And again, just going back underneath of that bed, huge amounts of storage, loads of storage, as a normal fixed bed is basically. As I harped on a little bit about before, and I'm going back to it really, I was really shocked that it's 23.5 feet overall. It doesn't, when you sort of stand here and look at it, it doesn't look like a 23.5 foot van. Does that put you off? Just mentally thinking about that? But again, as I say, when you look at it, it looks quite a small van, and I was shocked when I first walked into this Bailey Discovery D44 how much room, but I didn't realise that it was 23.5 feet, so that's possibly a negative. Let us know in the comments what you think about the Bailey Discovery D44. One thing that I'd forgotten about was it's got, as I said outside, it's got the Truma blown air heating system, good system. It's got the fridge freezer. So apart really from microwave, CD radio, having a rubbish gas locker, I really like it. I think even though there's a few negatives that they've missed out on, you've got your main essential bits and pieces in this. It's a lightweight family van. Even as a 2-berth, it's a great 2-berth van. You've got just maybe for lying out during the day. Some people will notice I'm not the tallest of people, but there's an extra foot or so there. So I think it's a cracking layout. Got a fold out table at the front. Let us know in the comments what you think. I really like it and I think it's a great van. Thanks, I'm Mark at the Caravan Place.